a lot of maturity, you can achieve what you want to achieve without stepping on anybody and without slapping people in the face, without saying what you want to say. And to the younger ones,
thank you so much, ma'am. The room. It will save you a lot of headache. Okay, I will ride off that, sir, and come to you. You know, one of the things she had said.
Give me a round of applause. I've not had this much fun in church when a particular colleague had a challenge with my previous organization. So it was in a competitive bid. That man gave me a tough time. You know, he will go behind my back, say bad things. But for me, there's something the Yorubas call, but if you clean and just treat people right, and I was just praying to God, I did not get angry with him. I knew that all things will eventually work together for good. I may suffer in the short term, but like Pastor Shola said, on the long run, it will all work together for good, as long as my heart is pure. So while I was waiting for eventually all my other colleagues that man was working against, I brought them back to Kenya, and our careers progressed significantly. So it all worked together for our good. While he was trying to trust in God and eventually stand on the word that all things will eventually work out for your good. God bless.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Let me speak Gen Z language. Don't do aura for aura. No, a lot of them have what we call the side hustle, things they do on the side or decide that's where they want to channel their energy. Investment.
Some of my mentees came visiting. Came visiting, and for almost about 3 hours or so, we were ruminating on money floating, and looking for where to invest, The challenge that has always been there is the fact that we are walking that way or manner. Our God is a God walking that way or manner. Our God is a God of process, and He's a God of process, and He's a God of seasons and times. There is a season when you're meant of seasons and times. There is a season when you're meant to plant. There is a season when you're meant to plant. There is a season when you're what you need to push is the first question. What you need to push is the first question that was asked around your integrity. You know, I got integrity. You know, I got consistency. Now, speaking of consistency, is the fact that you cannot in any they are approachable. Not in any they are approachable. On the basis of that, hey, young man, please can I? On the basis of that, hey, young man, please can I? I'll be working me to help you. And of course, I'll be working me to help you. And of course, beggarly, and is not in any way beggarly, and is not in any way using the readily available to him or her, a future. And that future, a future. And that future manifests our bare, knowing the full story, or manifests our bare, knowing the full story, said, entrepreneurship is one that you take a very high risk, where you're going to be looking for resources and whatever to be able to survive. You're going to be looking for people to invest in your vision, But in an entrepreneurship environment, you're already employed. Your employer is got, and from Shomolu, somebody who didn't enter aeroplane till when he was 39. Somebody who didn't know that there's a place called UK apart from it is inherent in nature. It is inherent in nature that you can convert to opportunities and monetize. I was watching opportunities and monetize. I was watching CNN yesterday, And the issue of how so well and seeing things you can use via nature to become wealthy. Via nature to become wealthy. Women are cosmetic driven. They love cosmetic driven. They love shea butter. They want to look shea butter. They want to look good for. How do you beautify good for? How do you beautify the world with products around and be successful? Even if you fail the first time, they ask you to go back and repeat like time. They ask you to go back and repeat like Samson. And yet.
A lot. Do you have biro and paper? A lot. Do you have biro and paper? Okay. Because there's a lot to Ma. My head is swollen.
Hierarchy of officials, hierarchy of structure and rules to manage. Hierarchy of structure and rules to manage for the essence of having efficiency. Actually, bureaucracy was actually created for efficiency. Bureaucracy was actually created for efficiency and to make sure that things work good. It's like a contract. It's like a contract. It's the people that are implementing the contract that matters. So it's the people that are implementing the contract that matters. So it's a people element. Full element. First thing for someone like Samson, as you mentioned. Oh, sorry. Saints, once we work with government, it's in the system. It's in the public web, right? All you need to do is search. But I just found out web, right? All you need to do is search. But I just found out I had friends that didn't even know of that has been out for years. So what I would say is, first thing first, find out what government is doing in that area. There's so much in your space available to everybody. Because now we're not talking about employees. Those people, it won't work, they won't answer me. But you did not try. Did you go to the office at Ikoyi? Did you use the customer service they have online? You didn't try it. Try that first. Then when you get there, when you're now talking about one, I'll give you an example. As I said, I came from a training house. And we're going, I said, I beg, if I don't pass, I don't pass. The first test, I failed it. When I got, I said to my, no. I don't need to pass. I don't need to fail. I must pass. And it changed. Honestly, I was amazed. I can't do what they said I should do. And I was like, what did they ask you to do? The second person said, then it didn't work. He left it, he didn't do it. The other is what I'm saying, understanding the system and making it work for you. I said, what do you mean? He said, I called the finance fees because really, if they didn't tell me about the job, would I have known about it? I'm actually fighting for it. But how do you manage it? And everything is about people. I'm very straight. I'm about what? Interact with the system. Don't shy away from it. Open it, look at it, and go for it. And also, there's so many opportunities for young people coming up. There's the Latif Jakonde Foundation and the 3-month training.
My relationship with God affect or influence my relationship with men.
Right. Management skills. They lacked interpersonal skills. And the reason why they lacked those skills was because they did not have a technical person to now software sales. And in the first few months of my career as software sales, talking about Nigerian politics, talking about their children, talking about things that had nothing to do with technology, just building the relationship. And I see my colleagues getting, on questions. We talk about religion. And I invested in that relationship based on the fact in developing a